Digital identity is a concept that has many definitions. To me, it's easiest explained as something that I have in a digital form, most often an app on my mobile phone that contains attributes that say something about me. And it would allow me to prove that those attributes really belong to me. And then it's able to be used in all these different contexts in the digital world. So that can be public services, it can be e-commerce, it can be something like a COVID passport, these kind of things. With the revision of the eIDAS regulation, the European Commission is introducing a digital identity wallet. And they're doing that now because in the first version of the eIDAS regulation, it was already the option to offer such a solution, but member states did not do that. So basically they signaled that it would be helpful to the single digital market in Europe to mandate basically. So now every member state needs to at least offer one digital identity wallet to those citizens who would like to use one. The Commission is also doing this now for a more defensive reason. They see big tech coming with wallets, they see card schemes experimenting with wallets in the past and present, and they see other companies offering them. And I think they really want to be able to control with something that is so critical to the digital market. They also see that identity at its core is a government task. At the core of the digital wallet is that the user is in control of everything that is in the wallet and that can be done with the wallet. And in the wallet are attributes. It starts with the core identity attributes like my name and my date of birth, but it also contains address. For specific use cases, it can contain, for example, a medical file or medicine prescriptions for health. It can be my diplomas in an education context. Basically, it can contain everything that we want to put in there. Next to that, the wallet contains the possibility of performing digital signatures. That is a functionality that has been part of eIDAS 1, but was never really adopted at scale in Europe. And now with the introduction of that functionality in the wallet, it will be available to all citizens and consumers in Europe to perform these digital signatures. The digital identity wallet is intended in the first place, as with a lot of European legislation, for citizens. And then often, sort of in a second instance, the Commission thinks, oh no, we need to make this workable for businesses as well. So at this point in time, because the law is not final yet, we know it is something that can be used by persons for themselves as a citizen or as a customer of a company, but also as an employee of a company to represent that company. The digital identity wallet will have different impacts in different countries. And that has everything to do with the level of digitization in the different member states. So there's countries where the level of digital interactions is quite sophisticated. If we look at the Nordics and we look at the Netherlands, I think you can say there's quite a lot of digital identity going on already. But there's also member states where that is totally not the case, where there's not a digital identity available, and as a result of that, there has been little development in these digital transactions. So what is common in one country, take the Netherlands, where it's easy to file your taxes in a digital way with a digital identity, it's even sort of mandatory. There will be countries where finally that will be the norm by introducing this identity wallet and make sure that it can be used with all public services. The first impact is that this wallet will be there and that there's the digital infrastructure through which attributes and digital signatures can be transported and used at scale in Europe. Then there's also the mandatory acceptance of that wallet for those parties who by law are required to. That's a certain list. Banks, for example, are on that list, so they will need to mandatorily accept that wallet for onboarding customers. Then there's also the opportunity to issue whatever data we can think of and use that in use cases, whatever we can think of. So the Commission is working on certain use cases in health and in education and even in payments. It is very important to stress that the digital identity wallet and its ecosystem is a new infrastructure and that we can really build everything we want on that.